Provincial changes aimed at boosting funds for Ontario colleges and universities is drawing concerns from student representatives. Now, the Ford government rolled out an overhaul of the system last week. CTV's Robert Lothian joining us now. So, Robert, what are students saying here?
Yeah, well, Stephanie, students are fearing that the cost of attending a post-secondary institution is really starting to get out of reach here. And with the new changes to how they receive financial assistance, there's concerns the financial pressures will follow them for years after graduation. Relief for colleges and universities, students fear, is coming at a cost, and it's one they say they'll have to pay.
We want to ensure that our universities can continue to function and continue to provide the services and education that they offer. But where I want to make a comment is that I don't know if affordability has been taken into consideration, because at this time students are in a cost of living crisis.
The Ford government overhauling post-secondary funding last week, a $6.4 billion infusion of cash, unfreezing tuitions, and changing how financial assistance, commonly known as OSAP, is doled out. The University of Windsor Students Alliance warns those on campus can't take on rising education costs with less support.
It's quite disappointing to hear that the OSAP changes are happening at a time like this when affordability is at a crisis with students and tuition is being raised on that end.
Currently, up to 85% of a student's OSAP funding can be a grant, and at least 15% is a loan that must be repaid. The new model drops the cap on grants to 25%, and the loans accruing interest after graduation rise to a minimum of 75%.
Like, education at that point is now becoming less equitable and less accessible for students.
The UWSA is asking the province to review the OSAP changes immediately, but the Ford government claims the changes are necessary to keep schools afloat.
If we want Ontario to have a competitive workforce tomorrow, we need to strengthen our post-secondary institutions today.
At Windsor, Moore is urging decision makers to consult with those in the classroom.
We weren't consulted on these things, and we want to ensure that students are being consulted prior to making decisions that ultimately affect them more than anybody else.
We did reach out to the ministry that oversees colleges and universities for comment, but did not receive a response. Meantime, an online petition asking the government to walk back these changes has now surpassed 32,000 signatures. So, Stephanie, it certainly seems that these concerns aren't going anywhere.
Frustrating times. Okay, Robert Lothian, thank you for this tonight.
Thank you.